talk a lot about helicopter parents who are there like, I mean, that's exactly the wrong thing to do on every front, according to what I'm hearing. You know, you're taking away so many opportunities from your child, and you're not, you may be keeping him or her safe for the time being, but not for the long term, and you're not developing any character.
Yes, absolutely. And here, obviously safety and watching out for a child's safety is important also. And so before when we were talking, I was mentioning that checks and balance parenting is the parenting that really is most helpful for children. So for example, the child may go to the mom and say, "Can I climb the tree in the backyard?" And the mom may say, "Well, sweetie, you're too young for that now, maybe in a few years." And then the child goes to the dad, and the dad says, "Okay, but be careful." And then the mother sees the child out there climbing the tree and says, "What are you doing? I told you couldn't climb the tree." Well, dad said I could climb the tree. And so checks and balance parenting would be mom and dad getting together and saying, "Okay, I don't want the child to climb the tree because the child can get hurt, fall out, get a concussion, might be the end of his or her life." And dad says, "Well, the child needs to learn how to take risks, and that actually, and if he's, one of the things I discuss in the boy crisis is that risk-taking children, like the ones that climb the tree, have better skills that lead to an actual increase in their IQ because their synapses are firing and developing in ways that were outside of their normal comfort zone and their normal pattern." So anyway, so dad can maybe explain that intellectually, but also can explain that the two of them can end up working on a compromise. Like, okay, the child can climb the tree, but not beyond a certain level. And to make sure that the father is underneath the tree so that in case the child does fall, that she or he gets protected by the father cushioning the child. And the mom might negotiate with the dad to take the cell phone away from the dad so the dad is focusing on the child and not the cell phone. And so what the two have done together is to give the child maximum protection, but at the same time, give the child the ability to develop that constant assessment of what's safe and what's not safe with the underlying security blanket, like a roller coaster. You get the excitement out of the roller coaster. But you know that the roller coaster is going to keep you safe at the same time as it's going to allow you to have a certain amount of excitement and risk taking.
I mean, all these are they're fascinating to me. And it does seem to me, I mean, you tell me, but like from my friends in the same sex marriage, this seems like, I mean, I don't want to characterize anybody, but one of them is from Vermont and she's much more earthy and she's more like, we're not doing that, like this, that makes no sense. And the other gal is more like fun-loving and a spender and like more like it's fun. I don't know. So I feel like, is it about gender roles exactly, or is it about personality types that tend to be associated with one gender or the other?
That's a really good way of putting it. It is almost all the couples in my couples workshops that have been gay or have said that they do, a couple of exceptions to this, but that they do have like a male and female role within the framework of the gay couple, whether it's the male or the female. And so you often, where those roles develop from and why most of the time couples are attracted to the members of either the other sex or the same sex that are fairly different from them. But then they end up blaming the other sex for the differences that they were attracted to. And so, one of the little wisdoms in my couples workshop is before you blame your partner, look in the mirror, see what you needed that led you to be attracted to the person you were attracted to, whether you're gay or straight. This seems to be a pattern. And in gay couples, one does tend to play more of a male role. One does tend to play more of a female role. And very occasionally I find them, not being able to differentiate.
So everyone's starting to go back to school right now, right? And over the next few weeks, you have an opportunity right now to do good by helping feed children who are facing hunger and food insecurity. Our partner, Good Ranchers, is on a mission to donate 100,000 high-quality meals to young children who often go unfed or are malnourished from poor access to nutritious food. You can join this campaign by ordering a box of 100% American meat. Every order contributes meals to this cause and makes a huge difference in the lives of these children. Why wouldn't you do it, right? You get an amazing meal for your family and you help children who are hurting in the process. Good Ranchers is an award-winning food delivery service that brings 100% American meat and seafood to your door. They source the best of American farms so that you can get the highest quality food possible and trust what you're feeding your family every time. Go to goodranchers.com/Megyn to join the movement today. You will get $30 off your order, you'll get free shipping, and you will donate food to kids in need. Giving back never felt or tasted so good. Let's help them hit and pass their goal of 100,000 meals donated. Go to goodranchers.com/Megyn or use that code Megyn at checkout. Change the future one meal at a time with Good Ranchers. goodranchers.com/Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.